This is Texans TV.
We nominate our Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing.
And we enter the deep slant. Texans 360 starts now.
We are ready to rock in Houston. Rock and roll.
Hey, greatness today, man.
Touchdown, Texans.
I got cleats for all y'all.
That's when you think you've seen it all. There's always something else.
Where would you rather be right now, man?
Welcome into Texans 360. We're in the holiday spirit. Got a great holiday show for you. A lot of players out and about giving back to the community. A lot of us giving back to you, our fans, with some great interviews. I catch up with a player like I do every single week on the Deep Slant. Drew Dougherty, he asked the zany questions. He caught up with a player as well. But first, this week, it was big in the NFL. They announced all 32 nominees for their Walter Payton Man of the Year. Every team nominates one player. The Houston Texans nominated Justin Reid for his excellence on the field as well as all the work he's done in the community. So let's take a look back at Justin Reid's journey and his path to the Walter Payton Man of the Year.
On the field, Texans defensive back Justin Reid is known for taking away from opponents.
The ball is loose, and it's intercepted by Reid.
But off the field, he's all about giving back.
Just have the kids run around, teach them a few things about football.
We're putting in our 100 minutes. We're all doing an awesome job, having a ton of fun.
2 tickets to Super Bowl 52.
Got the opportunity to go see a bunch of awesome kids. Goodie bag for you, Madeline. I got this photo.
Nothing like bringing the family together, so I'm excited to be able to play a role in some of these families' Thanksgiving. We had a pizza party. All the kids were great.
We're doing a hurricane relief drive.
Appreciate you, big dog. Thank you, thank you. Did they already unload you?
We're here at the Greater Houston Boys and Girls Club, handing out a bunch of meals to a bunch of families.
Damn, yeah. Appreciate you.
I remember when I was a kid and how I used to look up to professional football players, and now I get to be on the other end of it and give back to kids in my own local community. So that's a cool thing.
As a child in Prairieville, Louisiana, Justin learned valuable lessons about generosity and paying it forward. Those lessons were carried into adulthood.
I grew up in a household to where giving back was just in our nature. I mean, I wore my brother's clothes like hand-me-downs, and then whenever I outgrew them, we always just gave it back to the next family, whether it be cousins or the community or our neighbors or whoever it was. My parents always stressed to me that we're blessed and not everybody is so lucky. So when you have the time and opportunity to pass blessing along to other people around you too. So I've always taken that with me, and I've always just wanted to help people.
Justin is no stranger to helping others. Since he was drafted by the Texans in 2018, he's volunteered with a number of charitable organizations like Kids Meals, the Boys and Girls Club, and Candle Lighters.
Kids are the future, they're the next generation, they're gonna inherit the earth after we give it to them, so I've always wanted to help that next generation be as well equipped and prepared as they can be.
As a rookie, he helped spread Christmas cheer by participating in a shopping spree with the Boys and Girls Club. He made a big impression on a young fan, Elatrius.
We seen each other and we knew at first moment that that was who we wanted to pick for us to go on the shopping spree with. We went around the store looking for things. It was really fun. It was a nice experience.
And that experience led to a friendship that blossomed over the years.
My name is Justin. I'm a friend of Elatrius. She invited me over to come and talk to you guys a little bit if I wanted to answer any questions.
I love seeing Elatrius grow up. It's crazy that it's been 4 years already from the first time I met her and her sister in academy. But I love seeing her grow up. I see her maturing into a bright young woman that's gonna do such cool things.
Too many children in the world go through the day with an empty stomach. Reid helped fight hunger by giving generously to kids' meals. In the process, he nourished the spirit of a boy named Lakeith.
And what did you tell me about Justin? What did you say about him?
He's the best safety in the world. I saw your highlights, and I wanted to say I want to be you when I grow up.
Thursday, are you my man?
Hey, buddy.
Good looking Thursday. Hey, what's up, buddy?
I was at home, and my grandma told us to come to the front. He was on FaceTime. I was just thankful that he gave me a signed jersey, and you know, I hang it in my closet, and every time I go in my closet to change clothes, I just look at it and think, wow, I actually got a jersey. And I always think it was a dream, but when I wake up, it's a dream come true.
But perhaps no better day embodies Justin Reed than Week 2 of 2019. With the Jacksonville Jaguars threatening late, he made an impact between and beyond the white lines.
Jake had been really sick, going through cancer treatment, and he arranged through his charity, Candlelighters, to go down and give the players high five when they were coming out of the tunnel.
That was our first time in what seemed like ages to be able to experience the outdoor reality of life again.
With seconds remaining in the game was on the line, and Justin actually made a game-winning tackle on the goal line.
He stopped. Justin Reed got in there.
Jake was so excited, he just cheered for Justin the entire game. And every time after that, if football came on TV, you know, he's looking for Justin so he can root him on.
That day was one of the most memorable days we've had with our family.
To make things even better, the following week, Justin actually came to the hospital to play catch with Jake, and he just talked about that day for months afterwards on how excited he was that he was friends with the Texans player and that came to play catch with him and talked to him about his day.
Thank you.
Boom, both of these for you. You're welcome, buddy. Appreciate you, Luis. Happy holidays, buddy.
I've always wanted to lead by example, not just talk the talk, but also walk the walk. I don't do it for any glory. I do it because it's in my heart to want to go out and make a change for people, make an impact, and I hope that catches fire with my team and is a catalyst for them to go out and do the same thing like they've been doing.
So how do you explain the Walter Payton Man of the Year? Simply through the words of those impacted.
See what happens next.
Justin Reed, you're my Man of the Year because you impacted me to be a great person, and you're really fun and full of spirit.
I think he should win mainly because he donates and supports Kids Meal, and it helps with a lot of kids.
Because he has a big heart.
Justin Reed, you're the Walter Payton Man of the Year because you not only put your money behind your charities, but you also take the time and effort to lift a child's spirits that really need it.
You are a worthy role model for my son. You were there to lift his spirits during treatment and played a huge role in him getting excited about going to the hospital.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. What? What's going on, guys? Wow, that was special. That was special. You got Matrix on there, Jacob there, my boy Lakeith. Yeah, got them all. Wow, that's so cool, man, right? Yeah, man, I am. This is exciting. Here we go. We're excited. We'll show you something. Oh,
You're our nominee for the
Man
of the Year for the Texans.
Wow.
Being the Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee, it's an incredible feeling. Just because of what the award means and all the other players and people who've been nominated for this award before me and all the work they've done in the community, it's just an honor just to be considered and be in the same spotlight as some of those guys.
A lot of fun watching Justin Reed over the years, 2018 draft pick, and here he is now in the backfield and just doing great things in the community. He's always out doing some amazing things for the kids here in Houston and in his home state of Louisiana like he did earlier this year. All right, this week, the Texans, they are hosting the Seattle Seahawks. They're 4-8. They just snapped a 3-game losing streak. I had a chance to catch up with team reporter John Boyle about what this Seahawks team is all about. It's Enemy Sidelines presented by Microsoft. My guest this week, John Boyle. He is the team reporter for the Seattle Seahawks. John, Seahawks are coming off a big win after that 3-game losing stretch, and it just seemed like there was so much in the news about head coach Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson and where the future of the team was headed. But I imagine with the win on Sunday, that's probably quieted the noise a little bit, has it?
A little bit. That was very much needed. It's been a tough season for a number of reasons. And yeah, as you mentioned, 3 losses in a row. They had lost 6 of 7. You have to go back to 2011 before this team had lost 3 games in a row prior to this year. So it's been a tough year, but yeah, much needed, big win, exciting win over a division rival. So, you know, it's an uphill battle from here, but this team feels like it still has a lot to fight for down the stretch.
All right, so the Seahawks will face Justin Britt for the first time, not in a Seahawks uniform. What stands out to you about Britt from the years that you've covered him when he was with the Seahawks?
Yeah, I mean, he was a guy that really developed into a leader and just kind of a really steady presence on that offensive line. You know, he moved around a bunch early in his career. He started his career as a tackle. They tried him at guard, and he really found a home at center. Then, you know, unfortunately, the knee injury cut short his time here, and it didn't work out to bring him back free agency wise. But really cool to see him back starting. You know, he was a guy that, you know, personally is just a locker room presence for the media. He was great to deal with. Always a very accountable guy who would, you know, take any questions people had. And yeah, just a good dude, and glad to see he's doing well out there.
All right, what about for yourself? What are some of the storylines you'll be covering for this week's game?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, to me, it's all about, can this offense kind of build off the progress it showed? As I kind of referenced earlier, it had been a real struggle for a while for the offense, you know, really dating back to before Russell Wilson got hurt, but then especially after the injury. So they started slowly against the 49ers last week, but then really picked it up. They had 3 touchdown drives and really should have probably had 5 touchdowns, but they turned it over twice right near the goal line. So if the offense can, you know, build off that, and Russell Wilson once again looks like he did, all of a sudden you start looking at this team with the defense playing how it has been, and they do look really dangerous, like a team that might be able to go on a run.
All right, good stuff. John Boyle, team reporter for the Seattle Seahawks. John, thanks so much for the time, and we'll look forward to seeing you here on Sunday.
Thanks for having me. Looking forward to the trip out there.
Welcome back to Texans 360 from the Ford studio. I get a chance to catch up with a player every single week. And Tremon Smith, he was extended over the weekend for a new contract. He's bounced all around the league, but he's done some really nice things on special teams here. You saw him at the Tennessee game. He recovered that muffed punt, and he sure was excited to get the big extension. I had a chance to catch up with him on this week's Deep Slant. It's the Deep Slant 101 presented by Xfinity. My guest this week, Tremon Smith, kickoff returner, defensive back. He's in year 4. All right, season 4 is not even over yet, and you've already got a contract extension. I imagine that's got to feel pretty nice for you, Tremon.
Right, it's really exciting just to know my hard work and dedication to the game is actually being viewed and I'm getting viewed as a hard worker, so I love it.
All right, are you surprised that the deal got done in season? You're the first person with Nick Caserio to have a deal done before the season's over. Is that kind of what you expected for yourself when you signed here this offseason?
That's what I was hoping for. That's always what I'm hoping for, honestly. But just to be the first guy and be one of the first ones talking negotiation with the contract is very exciting. I'm excited to be here.
All right, special teams coordinator Frank Ross, he said that since you got here, you've shown a lot of improvement. How do you think you've improved since you got here?
Just with the little things, detailing, going out early to catch kicks. It's just all the little things I've focused on this year and tried to hone in on.
All right, so a few weeks ago at Tennessee, we saw you recover that muffed punt. That was a heads-up play because, first of all, it was like pouring down rain.
Right.
It happened all so quickly with the ball bounced off the guy's leg, and you were right there. What was going through your mind on a play like that when things are sort of opening up so quickly in that sort of weather?
Right, so it was a plus 50, so my job was to go front up the returner while AJ ran the back line, and AJ did a good job of running that back line. Noticed the punt returner noticed how close AJ was and tried to make him stop making the play, and that's when it hit his foot, and I'm just going to front with the returner, and I see the ball like I'm seeing it happen in slow motion, really. And just go to jump on it in the rain and slide a little bit and get dirty. That was fun.
All right, in college at Central Arkansas, you handled punt returns too. So I always have this question for returners. Why do you think that you're more of a kickoff returner in the NFL? Why not return punts too? Why do you think that your role is more on kickoffs and maybe not both, or maybe one versus the other?
That's big props to Desmond King too. He's a great punt returner. He's electric with the ball. So, I mean, having that 1-2 punch with us, with 2 different type of returners. I'm more of a one-cut guy, and he's more of a zigzag, make a lot of guys miss. So I feel like that equals up to punt return better. And with my running style, kick return better off fits me in that for this team in general. So
yeah, the downhill aggressive speed. All right, so on your Instagram, we found out that you have a dog, a French. Is it a French bulldog?
French bulldog,
Louis. So Louis has his own Instagram account.
He does.
Do you run Louis' Instagram account?
I do.
Okay, why did Louis need an Instagram account?
Oh, I feel like he needs to be showed off to the world. He's a great dog. He's bad. He's real hyper, but he's a great dog in general.
Spoiled a little bit?
Spoiled a little bit. He's probably at home just roaming around right now. So
You got him well clothed, though.
Oh, yeah. He has some clothes.
He's in a lot of Louis Vuitton, and you are also pretty fashionable yourself.
Yes, I like fashion.
How would you describe your style? Because you grew up in Alabama, but I feel like there's like this West Coast vibe coming from you.
I don't know. Just buying clothes. I have a bad problem with just going online and just buying clothes, see something I like, and eventually just put it together. I might not wear it to the next year, but like I got some shoes and clothes that I haven't worn from last year or 2 years.
Really?
But once I find the right time to wear it,
it's got to be the right moment.
Perfect. Yeah. It fits
okay.
perfect.
And then do you re-wear it, or do you just like put it to the back and then?
I put it to the back. You know, just I try not to re-wear it.
Yeah.
Especially like to a game. Like I'm not wearing none of those.
Of course, because those pictures are everywhere.
Those pictures, yeah. So it's like I feel like I can't wear it then.
Does Louis T repeat outfits?
Yeah, he does. He has a bubble coat he repeats.
A bubble coat?
A bubble coat, yeah.
In Houston?
We was in Indy, yeah. It was when we was in Indy though, so.
Oh.
It was cool. We just brought it along with us.
Yeah, he wears a little coat, but now it's summertime,
Perfect, yeah.
so.
Me and him gonna take family pictures too. They offering family.
Oh my gosh, are you gonna post those on his gram, your gram as well?
Mine too.
All right, we cannot wait to see it. Well, Tremon, congrats on the contract extension. Can't wait to see what the rest of the year holds for you. Texans 360 rolls on, bringing you that great content like we do every single week. And rookie Brevin Jordan, what a rookie campaign he's off to. He's caught 2 touchdowns so far this year. And our very own Drew Dougherty had a chance to catch up with him.
Brevin Jordan, rookie tight end for the Houston Texans, is with us. This is your first Drew's Dozen. We're excited to have you. Okay, you were born on July 16th. There have been some very notable folks also born on that date. Will Ferrell.
Wow, I did not know that.
July 16th, yeah. Jimmy Johnson, the head football coach of the Cowboys way back when. Now he's on TV.
I knew that.
Carly Lloyd, the soccer star, the female soccer star. She's maybe the best soccer player ever.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she was born that date. And the great Barry Sanders. You've seen him.
I knew that.
He's
I knew
pretty
that.
good.
Yep.
All right, where do you rank? Let's do the top 5 of those. Where's the ranking go? You're in there.
I'm in the
yeah. Rank those 5 on July 16th.
I know I'm dead last.
Okay. Humility. That's a good strength.
Right. I'm dead last.
Okay.
I got to put Barry Sanders on the top. Actually, nah. Jimmy Johnson. Shout out to my guy from Miami.
Okay.
You know what it is. Jimmy Johnson at first. Give me Barry Sanders on number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Who were the other?
Will Ferrell and Carly Lloyd.
Oh, Will Ferrell.
That's pretty big, man. Yeah, you're knocking him down a few pegs doing this ranking like that.
I got to put Carly Lloyd at 3, Will Ferrell 4, me at 5.
Okay. But you're a Will Ferrell fan, right?
Big Will Ferrell fan.
What's your favorite Will Ferrell movie all time? You got a couple. What are your favorites?
Favorite movie by Will Ferrell? I got to say Step Brothers.
It's a pretty good one.
All right.
You know, we're in a spot here where there's plenty of space for activities. We're not going to do activities, so
all good.
No karate or anything.
All good. I understand.
Best Christmas gift you ever got was what?
I would say my 8th grade year, me and my 2 brothers, my mother, we got a cabin in Park City, Utah, and we just spent the weekend out there and went snowboarding. That was our Christmas gift. Yeah, as we got older, you know, I don't really believe, you know, this is a lot of credit to my mom, but I just don't really believe in items. Like I'd rather create memories.
Yeah, it's a great experience.
Right,
huh?
absolutely.
Wow, that's a fun time. Had you started snowboarding by that point?
Oh, yeah, I was full blown snowboarding. I started snowboarding like maybe 6th grade.
You were already elite at that point.
I was pretty much good. Yeah, man, I had the footwork and everything going.
You got a favorite Christmas song?
Probably, honestly, just because it's a classic. All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey.
It's a great one.
Right, just a classic.
Yeah. Can you believe there's a lot of people out there that that hate on it?
If there's anybody that hates on it, I'm sorry, but
it's like hating on greatness, you know?
Yeah, you can't hate on that song.
Yeah,
right.
It
Get some milk or something, because you can't hate on that song.
Hey, this is weird, but what's your favorite exercise in the weight room? What's your least favorite exercise in the weight room?
My favorite exercise, I'll probably say bench press. Because I mean, I'm only 21 years old, so my chest is kind of like I have a childish chest, so like I'm trying to get my chest up. And then my least favorite, I'll probably say, you know, this is no disrespect to my guy Mike, but them planks in the beginning of the workout, we do side plank, other side, middle plank. So before the workout, I'm pretty much like sweating a little bit.
What's the greatest invention of all time?
Technology. I'll probably say Microsoft or just Windows or anything like that, whatever. Google. I don't know. I think all that stuff is pretty cool. Technology is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, we really appreciate the time. That's all it is. Drew's Dozen. We just ask you weird stuff like that.
Sounds good.
All right. Brevin Jordan, ladies and gents.
A portion of this broadcast is sponsored by Cigna. Together all the way.
We're back for our final segment of Texans 360, and it is the holiday season, so the Houston Texans Teen Club is a really special part of this organization. It was their 5th anniversary, and the Texans wanted to ring in the holidays with them a little bit early. Houston Texans team president Greg Grissom was out there, Toro, the cheerleaders, several of our Texans players to donate a really big check and to celebrate with some really special teens. Take a look.
We're excited to be here tonight with our partners at the Boys and Girls Club to celebrate the 5th anniversary of the Houston Texans Teen Club. We presented a $450,000 check to the Teen Club to help continue this effort so this wonderful building can remain a place for teens to come in this area. So tonight's a holiday party as well. We've got great partners like Fuddruckers, Cigna, and CDW who came out tonight. We had a big feast. We're playing games, we're eating churros, we're making Christmas ornaments. It's just been a wonderful night to kind of all come together and celebrate the teens that come here every day. We were so excited to have players join us tonight because this partnership was actually inspired by players. Many of our players participated in Boys and Girls Club around the country. So several years ago when we were deciding who to work with in Houston to make change for our youth, who else but the Boys and Girls Club made sense.
This is 5 years ago that we actually opened up the Houston Texans Teen Club. And on behalf of all of the teenagers that we've impacted during that time, we want to thank the Houston Texans organization for making a huge difference. We're very fortunate that from the very beginning we've had the funding to provide the operational support. It helps to bring in the staff and the programming that's necessary to give the kids the experience that we need to have. The Texans historically have always been a part of supporting our organization, and it just raised to a whole nother level when we started this project and this initiative here.
That's going to do it for Texans 360. Hope you enjoyed ringing in the holidays a little bit early with us. Of course, we're going to keep 360 rolling for you every single week like we always do. Texans, Seahawks on Sunday. Go to HoustonTexans.com/tickets if you want to join. Thanks so much to Tyler Suddarth, who works on this show, and to all of you for watching. And as always, go Texans.
Thanks for watching, and go Texans! Like, subscribe, and ring the bell for new content.